Here's something nobody wants to admit. Every time you lose your temper, you're handing over complete control of your emotions to someone else. You're literally giving strangers the remote control to your peace of mind. And today, I'm going to show you how to take that power back permanently. Think about the last time you got angry. Really angry. Your heart raced, your jaw clenched, heat flooded your face. And for the next hour, maybe the whole day, that moment controlled you. But here's the truth. They didn't make you angry. You chose anger. Let me tell you a story that proves this. In a small town in the Appalachian foothills, there lived a man named Marcus. Marcus had one major problem: he couldn't control his temper. If his wife Sarah forgot something at the store, he'd complain for hours. If a neighbor's dog wandered into his yard, he'd storm outside yelling. Even kids playing basketball in the street sent him into a rage. Marcus believed the world was against him, that his anger was justified because everyone else was wrong. Sarah tried reasoning with him. "Marcus, why do you let such small things consume you?" His response never changed, "Because people need to learn. If I don't stand up for myself, they'll walk all over me." What Marcus couldn't see was that he'd given everyone control over his emotional state. Anyone could pull his strings anytime they wanted. One summer, a spiritual teacher came through town and sat up under an old oak tree in the square. Word spread quickly about his wisdom. Sarah suggested Marcus visit him. Marcus scoffed. "What's some teacher going to tell me that I don't know?" But the universe pushes us toward what we need. The next afternoon, Marcus's teenage neighbor accidentally scratched his truck. Marcus exploded. He screamed so loudly that neighbors 3 houses down came outside. The kid ran home in tears. That evening, sitting alone, Marcus felt something rare shame. "Why do I always feel worse after these outbursts?" he whispered. That night, he couldn't sleep. At dawn, he found himself walking toward the town square. The teacher sat beneath the oak tree, completely still. Marcus cleared his throat. "Hey, I've got a problem. People set me off and I can't control it." The teacher gestured beside him. "Sit, let's talk. When someone triggers your anger, how long does it last?" Marcus considered. "Sometimes an hour, sometimes all day. And when it fades, how do you feel?" "Exhausted, empty, like crap." The teacher nodded. "Exactly. Because anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You're the one suffering." He held up a water bottle. "See how clear this water is. Watch what happens when I shake it." He shook it vigorously. "Now it's clouded, churning. That's your mind during anger. You can't see truth. You can't make good decisions." Marcus frowned. "So I'm supposed to let people disrespect me?" "No. You respond, but you don't react. There's a massive difference. When someone throws mud at you, you can catch it and get dirty, or step aside and stay clean. Nobody can force you to catch it." The next morning, the teacher gave Marcus an assignment. "Bring me a pot, water, and dirt." Marcus brought the items. The teacher had him boil the water. As it bubbled violently, the teacher asked, "Can you put your hand in there?" "Of course not. It's boiling. That's your anger. When emotions boil, you can't touch peace." He dumped dirt into the pot. The water turned muddy. This is what happens when you react. Your mind becomes clouded. He poured the murky water into a bowl. Slowly the dirt settled. The water became clear again. This is what happens when you stop reacting. Your mind settles. Clarity returns. Something clicked in Marcus's brain. He'd been keeping his own water boiling. Over the following weeks, Marcus practiced. Every time someone annoyed him, he took 3 deep breaths. Step aside. Don't catch the dirt. At the hardware store, the cashier tried overcharging him. Marcus felt the familiar heat rising. The old Marcus would have caused a scene. Instead, he breathed. "I think there's been a mistake. Can you check again?" When the cashier got defensive, Marcus simply said, "No problem. I'll shop somewhere else." He walked out. No argument, no scene. And he felt incredible. That night, he slept better than he had in years. But transformation always faces tests. A few weeks later, 3 guys he'd argued with spotted him downtown. "Hey, look, it's Marcus the monk now. What happened? You go soft?" They laughed, trying to provoke him. Marcus felt the surge of rage. His mind screamed, "Don't let them disrespect you." Then he heard the teacher's voice. "When you react, you give your power away." Marcus stopped, smiled. "You're absolutely right. I used to blow up at everything. But I'm learning something better." His calmness disarmed them. One asked, confused, "How are you not pissed?" "We're literally making fun of you," Marcus shrugged. "If someone hands you poison, you don't have to drink it." They stood speechless. Marcus walked away feeling like he was floating. Months passed. Sarah noticed he stopped snapping at the kids. He smiled more. Even when things went wrong, he remained steady. One morning, Marcus returned to the oak tree. "I owe you everything," Marcus said. "I finally get it. People weren't making me angry. I was choosing anger. Now I'm choosing peace." The teacher smiled. "You've learned the most important lesson. Life will always test you. But every time you choose calm over chaos, you grow stronger." "Will people ever stop testing me?" The teacher chuckled. "When a storm realizes you're no longer running from it, it stops chasing you." Years went by. Marcus became known as the guy who never lost his cool. When people faced conflicts, they'd ask his advice. He'd always say, "Peace isn't about controlling what's outside you. It's about controlling what's inside you." A young woman once asked, "Don't people still try to make you angry?" Marcus smiled. "Sure, but when you stop reacting, their power evaporates. You can't control the weather, but you can learn to sail through any storm." He looked toward the mountains. "When I stopped reacting to everything, I started actually living." Here's what Marcus discovered. We can't stop people from being difficult. We can't prevent problems. We can't control external circumstances. But we can stop giving those things permission to steal our peace. Every reaction is a choice. Every moment of calm is strength. The person who masters their reactions masters their life. When you lose your temper, who suffers most? Not the person who triggered you. They've moved on. You're the one replaying it, stewing in resentment, poisoning your own peace. The most powerful people aren't the ones who fight every battle. They're the ones who recognize which battles aren't worth fighting. This doesn't mean becoming passive. It means responding from clarity rather than reacting from emotion. It means recognizing that nobody can make you feel anything without your permission. So here's your challenge. The next time someone tries to disturb your peace, take 3 deep breaths and whisper, "I'm not catching the dirt today." You can't control what people say or do, but you have absolute control over how you respond. Real strength isn't shouting louder. It's staying peaceful when everything around you is chaos. If this story resonated with you, hit that subscribe button because we drop content like this every week that helps you become the strongest version of yourself. Second, watch the video popping up on your screen right now about building unshakable mental toughness. It's the perfect next step in your transformation. Don't just watch these videos and forget about them. Actually apply what you learn. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay patient, stay powerful, and remember you control your reactions or they control you. The choice is always yours.